I ain't even played that shit long enough to hit up. Yeah. That shit raw.
Fortnite.
Oh, that shit really raw.
People
Yeah.
of the people,
I
what
ain't
it
even
do,
played it that
man?
long,
It's your
bro.
boy Vaughn
I'm
again.
gonna
We got
listen.
another
I ain't
Fortnite
even do
live
that shit
com
that
for
long.
y'all, and I don't even do live com, so y'all know I got something to say.
I cut that shit off. I
I
thought that
have
motherfucker stunk
something
like
to
that.
say. First off,
That bitch real loud too.
I'm gonna try to start doing tip videos.
And
All
these
right.
niggas did it at the same time.
Reason being
Oh yeah.
is
Mark
I
that
got a
tip.
couple people that I play with that could use
I got
some
bullshit,
tips,
yeah,
and
man.
I think I'm
Oh,
gonna
man.
use
I
those
bought a house on
people
the tractor
to
back.
generate where
Put
what
Shrek in the
tips I
middle.
do and where they come from. But yeah, they need those.
Somebody on top
Second of all,
on the hill, they can see you from a distance.
shout out to Cass,
Yeah.
man, my duo partner, who called out this
Watch
man
your back,
behind
watch
me
your
right
back.
here and allowed me to get this two piece.
Yeah, that's me.
J Easy style. You know what I mean?
Out.
Shout out to J Easy, man.
I'm out.
YouTube legend, if you ask me.
Fuck out of here.
Justin TV and Twitch
They
legend, if
call
you
for.
ask me.
Who that smoke though?
Half of y'all don't know what that
Oh
is.
yeah, I need
But
that.
the purpose of
But I need
today's
that. That
live
bitch made it for.
commentary,
Okay.
Fortnite
You
feels
see
like
Diamond
they're at a
Dozen
fork
here?
in the road,
Oh, matter of fact, it's a health kit.
and the forks are
I'm gonna pop a John Dozen in a
how
second.
to tone down building
I'm going
without
outside. I
destroying
always
a
gotta go
building
outside.
in a game that is so good because of its building.
Good call though.
And they put out a blog post yesterday, I believe, and here it is. We are going to continue to make changes to evolve the game to give players multiple ways to counter each other in combat and create more strategies to win the game. Fortnite is constantly evolving. Our goal with any changes is to keep the game fun and interesting, keeping it feeling fresh and new. It's important to support a variety of late game strategies that don't boil down to just build. That's cool. We strongly believe that the evolution of Fortnite supports a wide range of playstyles and counterplay. Currently, the superiority of shotguns, rockets, and uncapped building are such a dominant playstyle in the final circle that most other strategies are being drowned out. I don't see the problem here. We have made a few changes recently and will continue to make more to give you options to counter other players in combat, especially in the late game. We are exploring changes to weapon balance and resource economy, e.g., resource caps. So, where does this leave us? You should be able to find victory royales through multiple strategies. Shotguns should be strong, but other weapons have room to grow. Not every encounter should
Already?
have to end in a build-off. We want
Ten
to
minutes is
empower
late.
you to
Yeah,
showcase your
yeah.
skill, strategy,
Oh,
and
it's alright, man.
tactics
I'm
in
in
all
too. Everybody
variety
got
of
an armor
ways.
type shit.
Uh
Now,
oh.
I'm gonna let y'all know now.
Yeah,
My
I know.
opinion is not good. Alright? It's not good. And I'm gonna tell you why.
Y'all not trying to
First
play with me,
off, you're focusing on nerfing a part of the game
it's
that
on me.
made the game what it
Um,
is. This is. I said this when I first started playing, and it's a joke, but of course, all jokes are half true. This is an architectural game with guns. Alright? If you can't build, you're not gonna be successful in this game. Every counter to everything in this game has to do with building.
hot under these straps.
You know what I mean? Like, you get late game and you don't want to get shot by a
But
potato camping in the bush. What do? You build a one by one up 3 to 4 stories high.
Here goes Slurp.
Alright?
you
So,
good. You
there's a
good, bro.
guy in the late game circle. He's got a one by
If you
one
can, if you
3 to 4
can't,
stories
then you
high.
know how to play it.
How do you counter that? You build.
Um,
No, you don't build a regular
I'm
ramp. There are techniques to building. Like, it's
Yeah.
not
Somebody out
just
here fighting too.
like the spam builders don't succeed in this game. Like, you're not consistently winning this game
I got white
because
chicken.
you know how to just
bro, I'm
hold
fucking on that. I'm
R2
trying to that line up for real, bro.
and
Yeah,
turn
I'm good.
around in a circle. No, like
Yeah, they're
that's
not
not
even in the right
that's
spot.
not
That motherfucker over here, the avatar
what
right.
building is. That's just spamming walls. That's not
I'm
building.
gonna
That's
go.
just
I'm
spamming
gonna go outside
walls.
in a minute.
All right. So my opinion is them trying to nerf building. well, first off, let's call it what it is. All right, they're trying to nerf building because noobs can't build, and the noobs are being turned off from the game because they can't build. They tired of getting shitted on by the good players who know how to build. The good players that took their time learning how to build. The good players that took tips from people who have been playing the game longer to them to know how to build, to counter other builders like the shit you watching me do right now as I run out of materials. You see what I'm saying? Like, my problem with what they're talking about is I started playing this game in January. Me and Cass did. We started playing this game in January, right? I believe that was like right before season 3 started. I started in the season with the night was the last tier. I think the highest tier then was like 75 or something like that. And in season 3 they started going up to tier 100. But I'm off on a tangent. So my problem here is I started playing in January. When I picked up this game, I was trash. Not because I can't shoot a gun. Not because I couldn't find a gun. I was trash because I couldn't build. But I learned how to build. Like I put the time into the game to learn how to build. I could tell the game was fun. I wanted to be a part of something fun, so I learned how to build. Basically, y'all want to say, fuck those guys. Fuck the guys that actually stuck with the game to learn how to play the game as it was built. We want to find a way to say fuck them while we praise or while we try really hard to make sure that the guys that uninstalled our game and didn't give it a chance because they couldn't build, we want to bring those guys back. My problem with that is, for one, people definitely uninstalled FortNite because they did not know how to build. I have friends in my personal life who don't play FortNite because they say they just can't build and they don't want to learn how to build. And that's their prerogative. They don't have to play, or they can play and get shit on 24/7. Right? But where do I get rewarded for staying with the game? You know what I mean? Like, I stayed with the game and I learned how to build. So now that I learned how to build, you want to find a way to nerf what I took the time to learn how to do simply because you want to make more money. Understandable, but here's the other side of it. People that uninstalled your game because they couldn't build will find another reason to uninstall your game. You know what I mean? People that don't like your game are going to find another reason to not like your game. Oh, it's too cartoony. Alright? And then you're going to patch the building. And then they're going to say, oh my god, shotguns are too inconsistent. I'm not playing this game no more. The AR, the bloom is too crazy. Like, how do you even aim? I'm not playing this game no more. They're going to find a reason to not play your game. So the audience that you're trying to attract, you will only attract for a short period of time. And you'll do that while alienating all the people that took the time to learn to play the game as it was designed to play, which was building. It was designed for you to build and shoot, not just shoot. So that's where my problem comes, where it's like you don't care that we took the time to learn the game. You only care about making another quick buck. I can tell you right now, making the quick buck ain't the way to go. I think everybody's mama told them that while they was growing up. You know what I mean? Like that making the quick dollar is not the way to go. You know what I mean? Because it's just not. Like, it's never gonna work long term for you. But by any means, you know what I'm saying? You think that that's the way to go, you do what you gotta do. I'm just giving you my thoughts on how it could go very wrong. And it could go way left, all because you're trying instead of making sure that you keep the consistent money flow of the current players, you're going to stop that consistent flow of the current players because they're going to stop playing your game because they see you trying to attract the casual gamer. And then you're going to get the quick buck of the casual gamer, but that buck will eventually stop because they will always have something to complain about. Now, my mama always told me, don't bring up a problem if you don't have a solution, right? So here's my solution, granted. FortNite should have been done this, but I'll say it for anybody who just wants to hear it again. They need to implement some kind of practice lobby, like H1Z1 has. I never played H1Z1 a day in my life before that beta came out a couple of weeks ago. The refreshing thing about that beta was they gave me time to learn to play the game. That's good shit right there. But they gave me time to learn to play the game before I actually went into a lobby and had to die to learn how to play the game. And that's the other part of why the FortNite thing is so frustrating, because to learn to play this game I had to load up and die a lot. You know what I mean? Like there was no trial and error. Like the trial and error was a win or a loss. You know what I mean? Like you only get to die one time in these battle royale games. So me grinding that game, like I took a lot of L's, bruh. You know what I mean? Like I took a lot of L's to learn how to play this game. And it just seems like y'all don't care about that L. What y'all care about is the guys that couldn't stick with the game long enough to learn how to put up a wall and a ramp, or a wall and two ramps. You know what I mean? So, but they have a practice lobby where you can just go in the game and you can respawn. They spawn you with guns. You can always run around the map and find other guns. You can practice how to drive the vehicles. You can play the game without having to sit at a loading screen for 2 minutes per game, without having to actually drop in the game and learn where to find a gun. You know what I mean? Like you can do all of that kind of stuff without having to lose. So it works. I have no idea why FortNite hasn't already had some kind of practice lobby, but they need one. So I think FortNite should, it's not even do one or the other. They should do both of these things. The first of which is to get a practice lobby so that people can learn how to build. Everybody can spawn with 500 mats. If you want, everybody can have endless mats. You know what I mean? Like, it's a practice lobby. Who really cares, really? You know what I mean? Just go in there and learn to shoot, learn to build, learn to edit, all that kind of stuff. That would be beneficial to the game, as someone is texting me. But yeah, the other thing is, just put in a permanent lobby for the fucking noobs. Like, you can put in a lobby with no building. Like, you can create a whole separate download for the guys who can't build. That's probably a little much. I don't know. I don't develop games, you know, so that might be a whole lot. I don't really. I mean, they get paid to do this. They're getting millions and probably billions of dollars from V-Bucks. You have the money to create a separate download of FortNite if you can't put the space in here, which I'm not sure that y'all can't do that. If you ask me, if I had to guess, I would say you could do that. But if you can't, you can create a separate download and let the noobs play in their own lobby with no building. Everybody's fucking happy. If you want to play a game with no building, there you go. You can play that game over there with no building. To us, I'm not going to say day one, because I want no day one fan. But in a sense, to us day one fans who learned to play the game as it was shipped day one, then I don't understand. Like, we should be able to play the game as we want to play it without the fluke. I'm sorry, I be getting caught up watching the gameplay because shit be so intense sometimes, yo. Let me watch this out right quick. Cause he saved this right here.
All out of that shit.
Shout out to that guy for trying to thirst me, never even seen my man. But yeah, I think a practice lobby would help a lot of people, including myself. You know what I mean? Like my edits are slow. You know what I mean? Like there are just certain things that I want to be second nature for me, and they just aren't second nature. How do they become second nature? By practicing and practicing and practicing. But there is no way to practice in Fortnite. You have to learn by trial and error. You have to learn by losing. And that's cool, because like Jay-Z said, and a lot of others, a L and a loss is a lesson. And that's all fine and dandy. But can I take a lesson without taking an L, per se? Like, that'd be nice too. That's all I'm saying. So, a practice lobby would help, and you can give the noobs their own game. Call of Duty did it way back in the day. They had a game, it was called Classic, when there were no classes. You loaded in the game, and the only guns you had were the guns that you found around the map. I'm not understanding why Fortnite can't do the same thing. And I think that would take away a lot of this problem that they're having. I mean, but that's if they're having a problem for why I think they're having a problem. I think they're just trying to get the buck of the casual dollar. They may feel like that they're doing this because they want competitive Fortnite to be different. I mean, you know, they could be anything. They could be anything in the world, you know what I mean? But I don't like them nerfing the core of the game. That is literally the core of the game. And I think it's a spit in the face to all the guys that took the time to learn how to build, to now patch the building. But I really can't see any other reason why you want to patch the building outside of the fact that the noobs can't build. And we know money make the world go round. Like, it's all about the next dollar. So, I mean, I'm making it about money. I think it's about money. So, that's all I gotta say, man. Just peep the gameplay from me and my man Cash, man. We did our thing. Spoiler alert, we got the dub. And yeah, man, that's all I got, man. I just I hate to see decisions being made, you know what I'm saying, just because of money. You know what I mean? In the chase of another dollar. Because you're not going to tell me that Fortnite hurting right now. You can't tell me that they hurting right now. And as a matter of fact, whatever they do to the game right now should probably, I mean, of course they have to learn too. But at the end of the day, like, games only have a 2, if you're lucky, 3. Maybe a 3-year lifespan. Maybe. And that's a big fucking maybe. If you look at all the marquee games now, Call of Duty, Battlefield, Destiny to a certain extent, most marquee games, shit, I think the highest grossing game of all time is what? GTA 5? That game comes out every 6 to 7 fucking years. Like that's the exception. But aside from that, games last 2 to 3 years. So I would assume that this time next year we should be looking at some kind of sequel to Fortnite, a Fortnite 2, something like that, something of the sorts. So that's all I got, man. Man, we got this dub, and just, yeah, man, leave your comments, man, if you got any. You can find all your Fortnite news for real where I find my Fortnite news. If it's not another YouTuber, it's probably look at this knock. RPGs. RPG, I'm saying, like, RPGs do make the game easy mode, but they nerfed it, and they nerfed that at a good way. And nerfing RPGs doesn't kill the game because they're kind of easy mode. But that's cool.
You trolling, son. You taking all the kills.
Oh, I'm trolling, bro.
That's cool though, man.
Bitch.
Y'all be easy, man. It's your boy Vaughn. I'm out. So sudden with it, I know. I suck at live comment, man. What can I say?